Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to our Saturday morning training huddle. I am your gracious host, Miss Jenny B, aka Jennifer Wilson. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I hope everyone is having an amazing Saturday. This is a holiday weekend, y'all. So this is prime time for what? Making that money, getting the products out there, getting the information out there. And I'm so excited. I'm going to talk about pop-up shops again today because last week we had questions in the chat and I know we kind of went through that kind of fast. So, um, I just want to just touch bases on it today just for a few moments. So, all right, so let me just give y'all the update on the pop-up shop. So I did a football game. So here in the city of Detroit, we have a lot of youth football leagues. So this was actually a youth football league game that I went to. Now, y'all know parents and grandparents, they support those kids. They support those children. I want y'all share this live. I want y'all to share, tag people. This is our Saturday morning training. Yes, good morning. Yes, I want to say who's out there. Who out there this morning? Okay, Facebook user. Good morning. Who else do we have out there? Hey, Miss Nona. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Who else do we have out there hanging with us today? Get your teams on. Get people on who's not even a part of Tava. Good morning, Tammy Clark. Thank you for putting your name because I want to make sure that I say good morning. I want to make sure that I say hello, 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 hello. So, again, let's talk about these pop up shops. And my co host is going to be joining me in about 10 minutes. It's an amazing, amazing person. I am so honored that I have the honor and the pleasure to know her. Hey, Miss Jenny Young. Oh, Jamaica. I know it's so nice out there. I've never been in Jamaica, but that is on my list to come to. Good morning, Energy for You. Oh, I love that name, Energy for You. Yes. Good morning, Miss Monica Ross from New Orleans. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Who else we have out there? I need y'all to share this. Tag. Good morning, D Lattiser. Oh, that's Facebook user. Thank you for tagging. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who else do we have out there? Okay, Charles. Good morning, sir. Thank you for chiming in this morning. We have some great information that we're going to share with you all today. Again, I'm going to talk about pop-up shops, and I'm going to give you all some very important information and some very important points. I made almost $400 that day at that pop-up shop that I went to last Saturday, and so much to the point that they have invited me to their regularly scheduled games. So now I'm a vendor on their list. And again, these young people, they play football. You got the cheerleaders out there. My sister used to be a cheerleader when we were growing up. Good morning, Miss Shelly Felton. How are you today? So let's get into the information. Good morning, Valerie Davison. The first thing that we talked about, how to find a good pop-up shop. Pop-up shop has two purposes to me. So sometimes, and I stated this, it's not just about the money. It's about sharing the information, sharing the product, and building you a prospect list. Now, I'll give you all a fun fact and a tip about me. I work in the field of HR for 23 plus years. And so one of the things that I've always done, and I started as a recruiter in the field of human resources. So one of the things in recruiting is that we do is called as a evergreen requisition. And what that evergreen requisition is, that's a requisition where we keep it posted so the information stays posted so we can always keep a talent pipeline. So we always keep people in the pipeline for that position. So that's kind of how I see a pop-up shop. I'm always looking for good pop-up shops. Like I said, this is the holiday Labor Day weekend, so it's pop-up shops everywhere. Today, I'm going to hit downtown Detroit. It's so much going on down there. I'm guaranteed to sell product, guaranteed to get prospects and share the information and share the product. So I love doing those type of things. It's about 80 something degrees here, so it's a nice day. So the first thing is to do your research. As I stated, in Facebook, there's a lot of pop-up shop groups, and I found pop-up shops in different cities. So if I wanted to go to Chicago and do a pop-up shop, I could just drive to Chicago. That's a 4 or 5 hour drive for me from Detroit. And I can just go do a pop-up shop in a different city. So if I go to Chicago, that's giving me a different flair. That's giving me a different group of people. But you can just put in a search in Facebook, pop-up shops in your city. And then all these groups, vendor groups, that's another name. You can use pop-up or vendor. So first step, do your research. Then once you find the groups and pages, and this is for someone who wants to try it or someone who likes to do this, and the only way to do it is to try it and see if it works for you. Another thing is number 2, setup. Your setup is important because just like food has to be enticing in order for people to eat it. Who wants to eat a plate that looked disgusting? Nobody. So it's the same representation when it comes to your setup, your table. And sometimes people say, well, I don't have a banner. Well, I don't have a tablecloth with my name on it. When I first started pop-up shops, I didn't have a banner. I didn't have a tablecloth with my name on it. Some know, but I have my own clothing line. I do custom clothes and I have a boutique. So that was the first phase of me doing pop-up shops. And I also make custom jewelry. That was my first business, the custom jewelry. And then second was my clothing line. So I just got a plain tablecloth. That's it. You can get a plastic, those hard plastic tables, or you can get the other type of plastic table on Amazon, Walmart. Those tables generally run anywhere from $40 to $50. This is an investment, right? So that day, last Saturday, it cost me $30 to do the pop-up shop. I had made my $30 investment back within the first half hour that I was out there. So next, I was talking about presentation, right? So Tava University.com has everything you need. You don't have to go purchase anything if you don't have the money right away. You can go right to TavaUniversity.com and you can print the fact sheets. Our company is so amazing. Can you put Tava is amazing in the chat? I want y'all to put Tava is amazing because they've already prepared us to win. They've already put the information out there for us to win. So you have your fact sheets on the Valet 30. You have your fact sheets on the coffee. You have your fact sheets on the Flair, and you have your fact sheets on the Vasia Detox Tea. Let me tell you why that's important, because people want to know what's in the product. People want to know, what are you taking? How are you taking it? We're in a health conscious society right now. So people want to know what is in these products. One of the things that I also do, I save empty bags. And I do that because it helps with my presentation. So I keep my full bags of products and the products that I've broken down. So I'll break down a bag of tea, 5 for 25. And then I'll break down my coffee, 5 for 35. That's typically what it is. But when I do a pop-up shop, people love deals. That's tip number 3. Give deals. So one thing my grandmother used to always say, always keep you a hot Twinkie. What's a hot Twinkie, y'all? A $20 bill. People are going to always have at least a $20 bill, or, we're in the technology age. So you want to also have, this is part of your setup, something that shows what your Cash App, your Zelle, or whatever you're going to use to take electronic payments, because some people don't carry cash. And I didn't even have a lot of cash on me that day. The typical minimum amount of cash to have on you is, you want to have some singles, you want to have some 5s, and you want to have some 10s. So I basically took a $50 bill and I broke that down in different denominations so that I could have some cash on hand. Again, I need y'all to tag y'all teams, share. I want y'all to drop pop-up in the chat. Drop pop-up in the chat, because I'm telling you, this is a season for that. Now, winter's coming and fall is coming. That doesn't mean the pop-up shops stop. A lot of people take their pop-up shops and put them inside the building. And what I mean by that is, they're going to rent a room. They're going to rent a recreation center. You have churches that have events and they're always looking for vendors. You have schools that have events and they're always looking for vendors. And who wouldn't want to go and share all this amazing health and wellness information? So that was how many tips? That's tip number 1, do your research. Tip number 2, presentation. Make sure your table is presentable. And I was talking about the empty bags. So I keep those empty bags and I stuff paper towels in them or some tissue paper so it fills the bag out so it looks presentable. And then cut the top of it neat. I know when we rip it open, we ripping it open. And sometimes it tears. So I make sure that the top is cut neat. Again, it's all about presentation. Now, other things you can do, Target has this great section in the middle, in the front of the store. It's called the $3 and the $5 section. Every time I go to Target, I always go in that section because I want to see what do they have? What items do they have? They always have cute little vases. They have little riser stands and different things like that. So you can get a couple of those. And Dollar Tree and Dollar General and Family General, they have some of those things too, where it gives your product levels. So you can stagger and stage and set it up how you want to. Again, I'm not hardly spending any money. And then this is an investment. So once I spend that $5, $10 on a couple of risers, and maybe you don't have that, just sit everything on the table neatly. Another thing that's a part of your presentation on TavaUniversity.com, you want to have the Tava customer list. Why? Because when people come to your table, you know what they always ask for? They ask for a card. They'll try the free sample because I always do free Valet 30 shots. And then I always have a brand new bottle because that first customer, they need to see, I'm just now opening this Bible. That's important to people. They want to know it's fresh, right? So you have your Tava customer list and a pen so people can write their information down while they're there. But what I typically do, I'll say, I don't have a card, but I'll put you in my database. So that's when you go to your Tava app. And I just tell them we're in a technological age. And they give me their phone number. I put them in a database. So what does that do? I put them in my Tava app. It helps me. And as Krishan said last week, you have to use the tools to your advantage. Tava has everything prepared for us. So I am going to introduce to some and present to others. This young woman loves to help people. It doesn't matter what team you're on. It doesn't matter where you're from, who you are, what status, what rank. It doesn't matter. If you say you need help, she's going to help you. Then she always makes sure that we have all the information. She makes sure that whatever information she has, she makes sure she shares that with the community. She makes sure she shares that with not even Tavans, whoever wants to know. Even if you don't want to know, I've seen her, I've been with her, I've walked with her, I've been around her. She'll share it with anyone. And then she definitely knows how to get to the money. I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity to learn from her knowledge and be under her tutelage, because under her knowledge, under her tutelage, I've been able to rank up to director. I've made money to help myself get out of a domestic violence shelter, help myself put a down payment on a brand new car. Like, under her leadership, I've been able to make money, and I'm still making money. Why? Because I made sure that I'm coachable, and I made sure that I listen and then receive the information and follow the plan. Follow the plan. I just want to welcome my coach, my sponsor, Miss Krishan Peace, our number one Tava Worldwide host. Good morning.
Woo! You did amazing. I am so proud of you. You did absolutely amazing. Thank you for coming on and sharing that information, because pop-ups are so important. I remember when I first got into network marketing, we actually used to do home parties. So every Thursday, every Saturday, we would have a home party and people would come and they could purchase products or hear the presentation. But now we have things like this, like Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, and we have all these outlets. And now the pop-up shops, what we used to call back in the day vendoring events, or you go to the art fair, or you go to the flea market. And here in Michigan, we used to have this place called Gibraltar Trade Center. And you remember Gibraltar? And
I was so sad when they closed.
You could actually get weekend boosts for like $30 or $40, and you will see
Yes.
all the Avon ladies out there. They be in different sections. They didn't even care if you sell the same product. They'll put you out there, but it really just kind of took you out of a comfort zone of where you knew you had to really know your business and really
Yes.
know how to sell your products to people, no matter if the person next to you was selling the same product. Because I tell you this, Reebok don't worry about Nike, and Burger King don't worry about McDonald's.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's not really the product that you're selling. If you are confident and know you got a good product, you should be able to pop up on the corner and sell your product. It really doesn't matter where you're popping up to, right?
That's
and
right.
so, and then you gotta know in the end that it is an investment too, because I've done pop-ups where I only sold one or two things, and then I had pop-ups where I ain't have enough product and sold out and had to shut down and leave because I sold out of all my products, right? So even like last week when I came to see you at your pop-up, you were like, I already made $300 by the time I got there. And I was like, dang, you only been here for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
So you literally made $100 an hour.
Yeah.
And so that's why I think it's important for us to stop hiding so much behind, because it's so much easier for us to sell our products online. Online, selling products online, I tell people this all the time. If you don't really have a niche to sell products online constantly, it can hold up your business, and it can cause you to do lazy marketing.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, and so it's good to get out to do pop-ups. It's even good to bring the home parties back. They don't have to be like, you don't have to have a whole lot of people to have a gathering. You can have 4 or 5 people and you can make a nice amount of money. You can have 5 to 10 people and really have a nice turnout where maybe you're not only getting customers, but you may actually get a distributor or two out of that. But I don't think we have to have 20 or 30 people in our house anymore like we used to. You can have a really intimate tea party or an intimate coffee and conversation. There's so many ways that you can market your products without it seeming like you're selling something.
That's the key.
So I think we have to get out of that. I've been getting a lot of questions about how much do you sell your products for? I mean, it has to make sense. Our Triple Diamond talks a lot about breaking down your products. If you're selling products on hand, it's very rare that I will sell you a whole bag of tea. I don't do that. I would rather you go to my website and become a customer and purchase your 30-day supply of whatever you need. I only sell samples. My purse, thank you for my purse, Jennifer, by the way.
You're welcome.
I got so many compliments, and I didn't tell y'all. Jennifer bought me that. But I put my stuff in bags. Like yesterday, I went out.
Yes, that's good.
I got my coffee. I got my fact sheet that was free. I didn't pay for the fact sheet.
I just talked about that.
So what you do is you go onto All Things Tava. You want to go up under resources, right? And then when you go under resources, or you could go straight to Tava University. We have our very own university, guys. It's called Tava University, and we have no tuition. We have no tuition. So when you guys call me and say, how do I get information about the product? That lets me know you haven't heard anything I told you, because the first thing I do when you join me is I teach you how to go to your free college campus online. And I also teach you how to download your Tava Connect app. So a lot of the questions you guys ask, you have to sit back and really think about it and say, you know what? Why am I asking her how much a bottle of Valet 30 costs? That question you should never ask, because that means you've never been in your back office.
Facts.
That means you've never been on your website. And you have 2 ways to find that out. The first way is your back office. Listen, I told y'all, the back office is like your bank statement. If you don't know nothing else, you want to know how you get your check.
Okay.
So you need to know your back office. Your back office is your best friend, and you should be logging into your back office every single day. I
Two, three
teach my
times
team.
a day.
I teach the team this, and anybody who's in Tava, this is what I say. There's 3 things you should check when you wake up. Your mindset, prayer first, God first.
That's
Check
right.
your mind. Check your credit report. And check your back office.
That's so good. Put that in the chat.
Drop
some money bags in the chat, y'all.
The bonus is check your bank account. Okay? Because those are the things you need to be aware of. When stockbrokers wake up in the morning, the first thing they check is stocks. When realtors wake up in the morning, the first thing we're checking is the market. When people that buy and trade gold or trade in Bitcoin and all of that stuff, the first thing they check is the market in the morning. News reporters, the first thing they check in the morning is news. Like you have to tap into your business because Mr. Lloyd tells us all the time, we are the CEOs of our business. And if we are the CEOs of our business, we don't call our business partners and ask them the cost of something when we have access. So we have to tap into the tools that we need. So I have my flare, right? I sell my flare packets for $25, but I have the fact sheet in here because it's going to tell them everything they need. So the fact sheets, ladies and gentlemen, is absolutely free. You can find them on your Tava, all things Tava website under resources. Resources have everything you need.
Everything you need.
Not just the fact sheets, but they also have the banners. When you have people to join your business, or you have people in your business that rank up, or you become supervisor, it is not up. I am so kind to do it because I don't have a huge team. So I can navigate, right, for my team. But what I want you guys to understand is that if we expect our business to go to the next level, we have to go to the next level. And we cannot assume that our upline or our sponsors is going to do all the work for us because we are independent. We are IBOs. This is what that means. Right. Independent business owners. We are distributors of Tava. We own our own business. Tava doesn't take taxes out of our money that we make. We have to make sure we handle all that business for our business. And if you're not handling your business, if you are not treating this like a business, then you're treating it like a hobby. And that's why you're getting paid like a hobby. Because you're treating it.
It says, what's the clear protective sheet your fact sheets are in?
My clear sheets, I ordered them off of Uline. Uline is a company that supplies retail company or commercial businesses. And it's just something that I use for my other business. And I have incorporated it into my Tava business. That keeps the rain and the snow away. It keeps all your stuff in there tidy. I will, if you guys reach out to me personally, I will give you the information. I have them. I got it for the tea too. So here's the tea. I have my 5 teas in here. I have my business card inside of there so they can get back with me. And then it's going to tell you the ingredients, the proper way to use the tea. And then it's also going to explain to you 3 of the top things that the tea is going to do for you. And so I keep it in here because it's just easier. And yesterday I was at the restaurant and I was talking to a lady at the restaurant and she just was admiring what I had on. I was admiring what she had on.
That's generally how I start.
It was easy conversation. And she said the magic question, what do you do?
That's it.
What do you do? And when she asked me, what do I do? Of course, I told her about my business. And she said, do you have any on you? I gave her a free sample of the coffee, a free sample of the tea. We sat back at our tables and started to eat. And when I got ready to leave, she said, "Do you have any for sale now?" And I just made $50 from the back of my motorcycle, okay? Because I was on my way out and she stopped us and said, "Wait a minute. Do you have," because guess what I did when I sat back at the table? Because I got her phone number. When I sat back at the table, I sent her the video about the coffee from my app, and I sent her the video about the tea from my app. And while I was sitting at the table, she didn't know it, but I got an alert from my app saying, "Hey, Mary is watching your video." And so while she was eating her dinner, having her drink with her husband, I was eating my dinner, having my drink with my husband, I was still prospecting. I was still making sure that she got all the information, because a lot of times we give away samples and we walk away. That's not mutual beneficial. We're in a season of being mutual beneficial. There's no more take, give. I give, you give. And that's just the season we're in.
I want to, now you said a lot, so I'm going to go back to see some of these points. One of the things that our CEO, Mr. Kenny E. Lloyd, always says, you cannot sell a dream looking like a nightmare. So what I heard was she complimented you on your outfit. That happens to me all the time too. Like today, I just got on some shorts and a shirt, but I made sure it's clean. It looks nice. It looks presentable. I got some cute shoes because I know I'm about to go to downtown Detroit today. So that started the conversation. Why? Because she looked presentable. Presentation. Then you said you was prepared for business on demand. You had your fact sheets. You had your presentation in a clear sleeve with the business card. Again, that's tip number 2. She giving out nuggets, y'all, and I don't know if y'all heard what she was saying. That was tip number 2. Comb your hair, ladies. It's too many hair options out here. Get you a bun, get you a wig. If you, hey, put a hat on. We all have bad hair days. Be presentable, be ready for business on demand. Then what if she didn't have the product and the lady, she said, "Well, do you have something on you now?" She made sure that she had her product in her. She just made that money what? On the back of her motorcycle. What? That lady stopped her. Why? Because she attracted what she wanted. So that you want, you will attract if you respect the opportunity, honor the opportunity. Okay, Mr. Lloyd said that. Honor the opportunity.
Honor the opportunity.
Once you do that, people gonna come to you.
Yeah.
And you have to listen. That was the other point, number 3. She listened attentively to the conversation that the lady was asking and what she was saying. And that's one of the things that Krishan always teaches us as a team, because I had to learn that as well. Don't talk so much.
Sometimes
what
happens is sometimes we are so excited about our business that we will talk yourself out of a sale. That's right. I only know that from real estate. You can only share so much of the information, because what you want to do is get them on the edge of the seat.
Yes.
You don't want to get them standing up out the seat. You want to get them right at the edge of the seat, where to the point where they are then asking you questions. And when they begin to ask you questions and begin to talk, and if you step back and just listen, they will tell you everything that you need to know. And once they tell you everything you need to know, then you will later say, "Well, I know you're going to need the coffee, because you talk to me a lot about pain. You talk to me a lot about anxiety. You talk to me a lot about issues of being calm, being stressed, all of these things." So what I want to introduce to this person, something that's going to calm them, something that's going to relax them, something that's going to set their mood. And our coffee is good for that. So I
Yes, it
always
is.
ask them that, or I would turn them on to the flare because it sounds like to me, this person needs some mental clarity.
Yeah,
So
focus.
let's get them some mental clarity and
Mhm,
some focus. So
mhm.
if you just listen to the person, they will tell you exactly what product will
Yeah,
work best for them. So I think a lot of times we are so quick to talk, but then again, too, when questions are being thrown our way, we don't want to answer questions that we do not know. So sometimes you can say, hey, if you don't know the question, then what you want to do is let me get your information.
yes.
Let me get
Follow
your
up with you.
information so
Mhm.
that I can send you some documentation because documentation beats conversation. And
Right.
sometimes if you're not a medical doctor, you don't need to be telling them what's going to cure them and what's going to help them.
Mhm,
Okay? You
mhm.
don't ever want to tell anybody that something is going to cure them.
That's
So
right.
all the time, we have medical doctors here in Tava. Dr. Bramwell knows I will text her and answer her a question in a heartbeat. But at
Mhm.
the same time, she has an amazing video out here that
She
I
does.
would say, hey, you're asking me about medical information. Let me send you this 4-minute video from one of our doctors at our company, and she breaks it all down for you. And when someone is dealing with medical issues, they
Mhm,
want to hear something that's going to help them. They don't care how much it costs because
mm-mm.
that's another thing. A lot of times, and I used to do it too. And this is why I had to deliver myself from this, where I would count other people's pockets. You don't know how much money somebody is willing to spend to make themselves better. So stop downplaying yourself and just figure out what the client needs and work
Yes.
your package down. So I don't start off with saying I got 5 for 25.
Me
No, I'm
neither.
starting off with the $200 packet because I need you to take a little bit of everything to help you
Mhm,
out. Okay.
mhm,
And
mhm.
so if they don't have 200, then we go to the 99. If they don't have 99, then I go down to the sample packets. But I'm here to just tell you guys, stop giving away free samples.
Yes.
You have to size people up and you have to have a discernment to know you don't ever want to just be giving away tea and I used to do it all the time. I used to go through a 30 pack because I just be giving out tea in my car and on a hope and a wish and a prayer that they're going to call and purchase. Now I'm very intentional. I'm very strategic. The lady that I saw out at dinner yesterday, she was eating a salad. She was drinking wine. She was an older lady with a nice shape. And in our conversation, what I found out is she's a fitness instructor. But
Mm,
I sized her up. I paid attention to everything she did. I paid attention to how she moved. I said at my time, I said she's a good prospect. So you know what ladies and queens recognize queens.
that's right.
Real recognize real. I was peeping her and she was peeping me. We was
That's
playing,
so
we
good.
was
Oh my
playing
God.
peekaboo. I was smiling. Hey, how you do? Hey, how you do? Hey, how you do? I'm gonna come talk to you in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
That's
gonna
so
come
good.
talk to you in a minute.
That's
That
so
that
good.
that that. Hey, girl, I'm gonna come over there in a minute. You cute. That is just how I roll. You cute, girl. Where you get them shoes from? What are they called? I've been seeing all the kids with them shoes on. What's that? Girl, my son bought me these. You got a son that age? Conversation.
Yes.
Conversation.
Keep
We
it
began
flowing.
to build a relationship. And in the end, she said, what do you do? I said, I'm a realtor and I have my own health and wellness business. Oh my, you a realtor? I'm a retired school teacher and I'm a fitness instructor. Oh, so you know all about wellness. Girl, yes, I'm just trying to keep myself together. I'm going into my 60s and me and my husband down here on our boat. We went to go eat at the yacht club.
Ain't nothing but money over there. Okay.
Very intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Very intentional. Everything is business about me. Whether I'm going out on a date with my husband, I'm still thinking about my business because I'm a business woman. So where we're going to go eat at is very important because I need to attract a certain type of person.
That's another tip she just gave y'all. Did y'all hear what she said? Everything is about business with her.
Everything.
Everything is intentional. And that's something that she teaches the team. Everything should be intentional. We get invited to stuff all the time. I don't go everywhere all the time. Just because you having a cabaret, don't mean I'm gonna go. Thank you, but for no thank you. You got to be intentional and think about that. What type of customer do you want? She said yacht club. I want the yacht club customers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is the thing. I'm not looking for distributors. And I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. I am looking for a customer based business because I want to build a foundation. My distributors are going to come because people that want to go in business understands business. So they're going to look for me to come into business with me. So I'm never worried about that. What I do know is that my products are absolutely amazing and they work and they give great results. So I am trying to find the people that I can help who wants to get the results that I know my product will give. So I'm searching high and low for customers because your customers will become your distributors. Okay? And I know that is like always been my niche. I'm just now tapping into building. I am. But I'm here to tell y'all is customers is where the money is. Customer is where the money resides, where the money resides, yes. Where the money resides.
What did I say? I gotta have it. We just had this conversation the other day. I said, we want people who say, I gotta have it.
I gotta have it.
You gotta have it. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all know people spend money on what they want. People do what they want to do. And she said they don't think about the cost. Why? Because they want to get rid of that pain. They need that energy. They need that focus and that mental clarity. And they want to get their stomach flat. So again, like she said, customers are the way to go. I was a customer first and I said, I gotta have it.
I gotta have it.
I gotta have it.
I gotta have it.
Those are the type of people you want that's gonna say, I gotta have it.
I gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
Yeah. So I think that is super important. And that should be it, especially with the new compensation plan that's been rolled out. You have to have so many active customers now to hit your rank. So that is so important. You got 30 days to hit rank here. That is very rare. Not a lot of companies do that. I know the last company I was in, you only had a week to hit your rank. You had to hit that rank by 12 midnight on that Thursday. Okay. And then too, it should be much motivation now to get customers because now when you get a customer, you get paid with daily pay, right? Yes. So you can get
Mr. Mrs. Lloyd.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd. Because that is a game changer. Because one thing I love about our CEOs of this company, they're so down to earth and they're so connected with the regular people. Let's just keep it real. Like they're so connected in their community that they know when real life is going on. We need money on a daily basis because we deal with daily BS on a regular. You know what I mean? I know people who need diapers today. They can't wait till next Friday till they get their check. I know people who need food for their kids today. So if I can go out and get 3 customers today and they all purchase one product, I can make $75 today. That can put gas in my car. That can buy lunch. That can buy a school uniform or school supplies. It was the first week of school. So I know a lot of people went out last week and bought school supplies, but their kids came home this week with a list of the supplies that the teachers want the kids to have. Right? My nieces came home with a whole new list. Okay, they've been texting me all night saying, TT, I need this. I got to have this for school. I got to get this, And guess what? I was able to do that 2 ways. I was able to help them one way because at dinner, I made $50 on the spot. Okay, that's one way. The second way, I put in 2 customers, which is nice because guess what? I can wake up to an extra $50 in my Tava account. And I can do whatever I need to do with that, right? I can either transfer that money to my car or my bank account, or I can let that money bank up in my back office. And let me tell y'all, there is a way in your back office that you can get paid where you can take out a certain percentage. I leave 50% of my pay in my back office, and then the other 50% I cash out for things that I may need, like groceries or helping my nieces out or putting some gas in my car or paying an insurance bill or whatever the case may be. So I want to encourage you guys to not spend all of your profit that you get coming through your back office. You can leave a percentage back there that can cover your smart ship. You can leave a percentage. Right now, what is my team doing, Jennifer? You want to tell them what we doing?
We're saving all of our Tava profit for conference.
So now that's our spending money. So what happens is we save all of our money from, I think we started last month. So we did 90 days of saving all of our Tava money that comes through our back office, right? And then when we go to conference, that's the money we're going to be using. So they're not using their own personal funds to fund their business event. They're using their business funds to fund their business event with a tax write-off, because you can't commingle. So you can't have that money going into your personal account, and then when you get your taxes, say, I want to write this off, because you can't write off anything from a personal account. So if you keep your money in your Tava account, it is documented income for your business. So now when you say, I use this money on my Tava card to purchase my hotel, on my Tava card to purchase lunch, on my Tava card to purchase my flight, on my Tava card to purchase my Tava tickets, now that can all be used for a tax write-off.
And keep receipts. That's why y'all need to be at conference. Mr. Murray is talking about.
You don't even have to keep receipts. You don't have to keep receipts, because you can actually go to my Tava wallet and print off your statement that has all of your transactions.
That's if you're using your Tava card or the bank account that's separate. Like
well, we want to hope that you guys are using that, because that is the way you get your money. So if you have been in the business and you have not got paid out yet, it's probably because you don't have your my Tava wallet set up. So I need everybody to do this, and I'm done. I need you all to go get a my Tava wallet. Set that up, okay?
And you have to do it on a computer.
And you have to do it on a computer. I want you all to go get the Tava Connect app.
Yes.
You need to have that app. If you don't have that app, then your open sign is cut off and your business is closed. So go get that app. And then you also want to make sure you know how to navigate through your back office. Even if you don't understand everything, you should know how to go check your commission history. You should know how to go check your commission report, and you should know how to place the order in your back office. You should know how to enroll a new customer through your back office. And if you don't know how to do those things, then you need to get with the Tava Angels at support@tavalifestyle.com so that you can get connected with Miss Megan, so that you can get on her twice a month back office training. And that is a lot. I go on those trainings, guys, and sometimes I just go to sit in to refresh my memory. But we have to support Miss Megan on Sundays and get in those trainings, because this is what we're realizing, is that some of the questions that we're getting asked I'm not saying that they're dumb questions, but it's questions to let me know that you have not tapped into your business. Because if you're asking me certain things, then I know you've never been on allthingstava.com, because there's no reason you should be asking me those questions. I also want to challenge each and every last one of you to go print out the compensation plan. You should know and understand and know where your money comes from. When you go open up a bank account, they give you a full booklet. And sometimes you don't even read through the fine print. You just sign your name because you're so eager about opening that bank account. And sometimes that can cause you to lock yourself into contracts that you can't get yourself out of. So you want to make sure that you go read what do BV mean? What do PV mean? Like, what does that mean? You need to understand that. You need to understand the percentage of money that you get paid. You need to know that when you get a certain package in your first 90 days in the business, you get the same percentage that a diamond would get. So you can make double your money in your first few months of being in the business. There are so many things that Tava has set up for us, but we get so caught up with starting up with somebody, selling a product, and then jumping on 5,000 Zooms, but you don't even have the proper foundation to start your business. So it is very important that you tap into Tava worldwide, that you tap into all things Tava, that you tap into your back office and know how to properly run your business before you tap off into doing trending things. You need to know your company before you jump off into the trend.
That's right. Oh, that's so good. Put that in the chat, y'all. Know your company before you jump to the trend.
Know your company. Do you know that we have policies? Do you know what our rules and our policies are? Do you know the office phone number? Do you know the support email address if you have an issue where you can go to? You have to understand that you have to reach out to corporate. That we don't work as corporate as your sponsors and your leaders. You need to have a personal relationship with your corporate office, because there are some questions I can't answer that you have to get from corporate office. Where your package come from, if your package wasn't properly delivered, if you didn't get it on time, if no one was there, if your package got sent back to you. These are all things that you need to connect with the corporate office about. If you can't log into your back office, you shouldn't be calling me to try to figure out where to log into your back office. It's in very fine print. It says forgot password. So you could go ahead and reset your back office yourself. We are not here to think for you. It is very important that you tap into your business and become the CEO of your business. And Mr. Lloyd says that all the time. This is why it is so imperative for you to be at conference so that you can learn these things. Because if you do not know your business, if you don't know Tava as a company, you're going to fail. There is no other way to do Tava other than the Tava way. There's a blueprint. There's a printout. We have our own Tava University with no tuition. We have a resource department. We have all the calls listed on there. We have a State of the Union coming up with our CEO this coming week. These are things that you should know, and you should not depend on your upline to give you this information. Yes, we put the information out there. Yes, we full of information and have the information for you. Well, I'm not saying that, but what are you doing for yourself and your business? Because if I don't get up in the morning and work my business, I don't just know this information. The reason why I know this information is because I studied the information. I researched on my company. I go to All Things Tava a few times a week to know and learn to understand. As soon as the new compensation plan dropped, I was on the phone with corporate, like, what is this? What does this mean? Do it work for travel? and you guys were calling me like I got all the answers. No, do what I did. I called the corporate office because there's no other person that can tell me how this new thing works other than the corporate office. That's where y'all need to get your information from. Stop being scared to reach out to your corporate team. That's what they're here for.
Exactly. They're
And
here to help.
sometimes when you're asking each other, they're giving you their trendy ways of doing things, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's the right way to do things. So we want to go into this next season of doing things the right way,
Tava way.
the Tava way, so that you can have a check. Because I don't care what I know it's people here for the community. I know there's people here to lose weight. But the way that this world is going right now, we all need some money.
Yeah, we all need a check. Okay.
All right. So that's the end of the training for me. I don't know if you have anything else to say, but I got to get back out here in these streets.
Oh, I'm about to get back out here in these streets too. Okay. This is the holiday weekend. I said that. It's money time. It's money time. I just thank y'all. Please like and share. She gave out so many nuggets. Know your business. Thank you. Tava is the foundation. Know your foundation before you jump into the trend. Log into your back office. Attend the back office trainings that Megan and Callie do. They give this information to us twice a month. Put it in your phones. Put it in your calendars. Mark it down. All of the trainings, they're on Tava University. They have a schedule out there actually of the
it is. And it's on our Tava University.
Yes, website. Everything.
We have a campus. We have an education campus for you that you don't have to pay for. I'm talking about printouts. I'm talking about roadmap to success, how to become a director, your compensation plan. All the information is here for you. We are not here to thank for you. We are in business with you, but you are in business for yourself, just not by yourself.
Look, the only thing I have to say is thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Shantae Lloyd. They have already set the foundation and everything up for you to win. They've already set it up for you to win.
Again, that's right, Miss Vanessa. No student loan.
That's right. I know about
that. That's why I tell y'all all the time that Tava is a debt-free company. Yes. And this is what I mean by a debt-free company. They don't give you a car. They give you an allowance to pay for your car. They don't put you in debt. And I mean, you heard our CEO. He tells stories all the time about how he'll be out doing events, but creeping up the block, hoping that the porch light was on because he knew he was behind on his bills. But that did not stop him. So that just lets you know right there, like he has the blueprint to show us how we can live this debt-free lifestyle, because he is truly somebody who came from it and who is now actually living the Tava lifestyle for real, right? I remember, I don't know if y'all remember, it depends on how long y'all been following the Lloyds, but I remember the Lloyds used to have a slogan, and it I don't know, I could be wrong, y'all could correct me, but it went something like, from broke as hell to living swell. Okay.
Put in the chat, y'all. From broke as
hell to living swell. Now I've been following this man for over a decade. So a lot of the lifestyle and the way that I live and talk and speak, it didn't just come from Tava. This came from way back to my first network marketing company when I first met the Lloyds and I first laid eyes on them and their team and saw the way that they moved. I would not have, until Mr. Lloyd tells these stories today, but I'm telling you, back then, I never knew that they were broke. I never would have in a million years knew that, because Shantae always had a smile. She was always pleasant. She always looked nice. she never looked like a nightmare. She always looked like a dream. She always was inspiring. She was always motivational.
That's so
So
good.
from
So
that,
good.
I never would have known that. So the stories that he tells today, I'll be like, what, Mr. Lloyd, for real? Like, really? Like, you didn't know that. Like he said, when he used to wear those 3-piece suits, I remember when he would come to those events to speak and he had this nice suit. I'm like, yeah, that brother from Detroit, he is wearing that suit. And now he tells stories like, yeah, back then I was broke. Like, what? You wouldn't know that. So I'm saying that to say is that money attracts money, and money is not what's in your pocket. Money is what's in your mindset. Your
Yeah.
mindset is money. And we've been born with one of
Put
the
that in the text. Mindset
most
is money.
valuable things in life is our
Mhm.
mind, but we've been born with it free, right? This was free to us, but we don't value it. We value money more than we value our mind. But whatever you think and whatever you believe, you can receive it. But if you don't believe it, you're never going to attract it. You're
Right.
not going to attract it. So I'm telling y'all right now, money starts in the mindset. Money starts in the mindset. It is all about manifestation. I am sitting in my very own manifestation. Okay. My house that I just lived in 20 months ago could probably fit right here in my dining room. And so I am living in a manifestation. So I understand that on a whole nother level now. So now I walk different. I may talk different. People may say I'm a little different. You know, they may say little things, but I'm telling you what it is. It's because I believed it so much that it became real. So whatever that thought is in your mind, whatever that one thing is that you truly believe, whether you believe you're broke as hell or whether you believe you're living swell, it's the truth. Because your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a truth and a lie.
That's
So
right.
be careful what you tell yourself. Be careful what you feed your mind, and be careful what you say out loud. Because whatever you say out loud will happen. I used to go and watch Mr. and Mrs. Shantae. They would come to Detroit. I would sit all the way in the back of the room because I was broke. The whole time I thought they was richer than rich, but they wasn't. They were manifesting the life that they live now. So here's the reason why I don't go to the grocery store or to the gas station with a wrap on my head and pajamas on anymore. Okay, because he said that over a decade ago. You can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. And that was one thing that stuck in my head, like, oh my God, we're so quick to, oh, let me run to the grocery store and grab these kids some cereal. You don't know if Barack Obama and Michelle in there grabbing some milk, and how you gonna talk about your business with your pajamas on.
That's so
it's
good.
all
That's
about how you portray yourself. Today, me and my real estate partner is here, and we got some things to do in real estate. And it's like, throw a blazer on, sis. Throw a blazer, because I don't know who I'm gonna run into out showing. It may be my next partner. It may be my next big deal, right? So we have to make sure we're looking the part. You cannot be out talking about your detoxing and you have not got your own results. You cannot be talking about Valet 30 and because let me tell you, a lot of people ask me, how do you best explain the products? I said, start taking them. Because when you take the product, you're not going to have to ask me what I say about the products, because my results are very different from your results. So you may have another result. But I promise you, once you get consistent yourself on the product, then you will be able to better explain it, because you're going to talk about it just like that restaurant you went to, just like that store you shopped at. Why are you able to talk about the clothes from that store you shopped at? It's because you had the experience. You go there. You wear those clothes. How are you able to talk about that meal that you had at the Outback? how good that steak was because you experienced eating it and tasting it and having a good time at the restaurant in that moment. So now you can really talk about the real results behind it because you actually had the experience. You're not going to be able to talk about the valet to anyone if you don't take your shot every day, sis. You gotta truly
consistency plus discipline equal results. Consistency, that's basically what she's saying. Consistency plus discipline equal results. And she's absolutely unequivocally correct. You have to be a product of the product. Mr. Lloyd say that all the time as well. Be a product of the product.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of times you're not selling your product is because you don't have real results and you're not being true to yourself, nor are you being true to the product. The people that are selling these products and the people that are making money at pop-ups, it's a lot of you guys out here making money. It's somebody right now while we're on here making money right now. But you are getting those results because you really truly and using your products and you can talk about them freely without it sound like you're lying or convince. I don't have to convince not a soul
ever
to take my products because I believe in my product so much that I asked them when I give you a free, are you going to use it? Because I'm going to call you in a couple of days. Oh, well, I don't know. Baby, give me my product back. Give it back.
Give it back. I do that too. They be like, well,
I've done that so many times that they be like, wait a minute. Now, why you want it back? Because it's that good. If you're not going to use it, give it back to me. I don't play about my products because I use all 4 of my products every single day.
Every day.
Now, I've been going light on the flare every other day because y'all, I lost too much weight to my size 4 pants. I got to pin them up on the side. So I'm trying to gain a little bit of my weight back right now.
And I seen it with my own eyes, y'all. The pin on the side. When she came last week to my pop-up shop, I said, ooh, oh my God, you got a pin? She's like, yes, that's too much weight.
I done lost so much weight. My braids are all the way down.
Look, them my hair goes, y'all. Them my hair goes, okay?
I don't have no weave at. This is all my hair.
She got her own bundles. Put bundles in the chat.
Seriously. Like, I could probably cut this off and sell them. And I got raw. My hair is raw, it's virgin, it's natural. I haven't had no chemical, no perm, or no color in my hair since 2019. So I'm letting all my gray, because, I feel like, girls aren't being gray anymore. We're dyeing our hair. But I'm completely natural. I haven't had no nails since I started Tava. These are all my real nails. Real nails.
These are mine. I have acrylic overlay because I work on a computer all the time.
No acrylic, no nothing. No nothing. So all natural.
But these Tava nails, and I'm on the same Tava hair journey. My hair was bald, y'all.
No makeup.
Bald.
None of that.
This is like 10 months. 10 months. So her hair goes as my hair goes because I want my hair to come down here too.
Yeah, it's almost 3 years. When I started Tava, I had a asymmetric Chinese bob. My hair was shaved in the back. When I first came to Tava, I got pictures, I got proof. Ain't no capping over here. It's all real over here, okay? If they wanted a real conversation this morning, so they know who to call when they want to keep it real. Well, I love y'all.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Share, like, make sure y'all teams and invite people who not even a part of Tava, to come on this huddle, because you never know what might be said that someone might just reach out to you and say, hey, you know what? I think I need to join. I think I need to become a Tava. So just because they are not a part of Tava, not in Tava, don't mean invite them to the huddle. Invite anybody.
Yeah, invite.
Well, you never know.
Listen, y'all got to come back next week because we're going to have a very, very special guest that's going to answer all of your medical questions. So if you got some medical questions, I need you to send them to Tava. What is it? Tava at support. What?
Support at tavalifestyle.com.
Support at tavalifestyle.com. Send your medical questions there. They will forward them over to one of us or Mr. Fleming or somebody. We'll get them and we'll make sure that your questions get answered on next week's show. But we are like 4 minutes over and we don't want to get fired. So we gotta go.
Make
with
money.
Me with Tava, no places.
Come with me with Tava, no places too far. Come with me with Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me with Tava, no places too far to go. New places, new faces, yeah, new zip codes. New money, NFTs and plus crypto. Don't need care cash no more. Digital currency on overseas, we back and forth. Round trips all aboard, baby. There's room at the top, we'll save a spot for you. Can't no one limit us, so you should come with me. With Tava, no places too far. Come with me. With Tava, no places too far to go. We can take you around the world. Catch this flight with me. With Tava, no places too far.